Welcome Flosstube, my name is Barbie and this is my channel, As the Whip Turns. This is a channel where I bring you through my journey in cross stitching with me. So today we're going to be doing updates on my full coverage. If you're new, I would recommend going back and watching Flosstube number 2. It has all of my whips. Today I have 3 that I'm going to be showing you that I've worked on because this is an update. And if you're new, you also might want to check out my intro video. That would help you see all the different stuff that I do. Today is Friday the 17th, 2025, or actually, excuse me, it's the 16th. And this is Flosstube number 5. So I have some haul. After we do this, I wanted to show you a full coverage kit that I'm really thinking about starting. I don't really need to, but I'm thinking about just going ahead and starting putting threads in it so that I can start working it in. And I have some new segments I'm going to talk about that are going to be reels that I'm going to be putting out. I also have some plans in the making for a special hat I'm gonna have made that I'm only gonna be an exclusive that I give away to my subscribers when I do giveaways. And at the end, I was going to, when I'm done with all the cross stitching, I was going to do show you my first quilt, give you a little story on that, and show you another quilt that I did last year, a quilt top that is actually a wall hanging. Because I had said that I hadn't showed you anything, and I had said that I was going to show you some of my stuff because I also quilt. And so let's get moving on it. So the first one we're going to do is my ex machina. She is a Hague. These are bags I made. They're real simple, and they're to cover my large frames, so they try and keep the dirt and stuff. This is my ex machina. I have I did 1,707 stitches. I work on these on the weekends only, so the weekends are my full coverage. During the weekday I work on my regular cross stitch. I've been working on her, as you can tell down here. If you go back and look at my other, I've been working in her hair here, and I've started back over here, which is going into actually take that back, it's over here, and it's going into the where the robot is gonna be. So I've been working in all this area right here, just filling in. Let me pull this up. I'll show you a picture of it, a mock-up of it. I have 49,925 stitches in it, and that's at 17.44%. So that's pretty, I have a lot of stitches in it. Let me pull up the picture here and I'll show you what she's gonna look like. And this is her. This is what she's gonna look like when she's done. And I'm just in this part up here where that neck thing is on him and doing her hair. Trying to get the glare to be away. But that is her. My next one that I worked on was Farewell to Anger. Let me show you the picture first since I have it right here. This is Farewell to Anger. And it's really not my normal pick, but I don't know. It's just so pretty. I just thought it was so pretty, so I started it. And I have gotten, I think I only got 566 stitches on this one this week. I had this last week, and we've had so much rain here in OK that I had to do my yards and get everything cleaned up outside, and the allergies and everything, so I was kind of here and there, but I've gotten 22,210 stitches in this at 8.63. And this is what he's looking like. And I was filling in, actually, it goes this way. I was filling in down in here this purple, you can see purple and blacks, and I was filling a little bit in up here. But 566 stitches, I guess, isn't horrible. My next one that I did, let me grab it right here. It's not on a frame, I just throw it in a Q-snap or whatever I have available. And let me pull, this is called Winter's Friends. And it is my horse one that I'm doing. And this is what it looks like when it's done. It's going to be so pretty. I can't wait to have that done. I've got, let me give you my stats here. I've got 12,871 stitches, so I'm at 6.81%, and I did 1,005 stitches on this one. And I was doing all this. I was working on this cheekbone right here. And it's hair from his, it's leaning over this way on the picture. But I've been doing all this. And if you look back on my my first video, you can see, you'll be able to tell the difference. I did have a question though. I was curious, do you guys think I would be better off doing my full coverage only like once a month? I try and show you things where you're going to see a difference, because sometimes I see differences because I'm so close to them, where other people were like, well, that's not even hardly anything, you know. So I was thinking of maybe doing my full coverage once a month, because I do only work on them during the weekdays. So I was really curious of what you guys thought of there. So let me know down below what you think, how that's gonna work. Those are what I worked on this week. I want to show you, this is one I'm thinking of starting. If you've never seen pieces of Heaven and Earth Design, they come in purple bags. I thought I would show you this one. Let me pull it up and I'll show you what it is, which pattern it is here. It is called So Many Books, So Little Time. And let me pull my mock-up here. This is the mock-up. It's the little dragons with all the books, and look at the cat peeking around the corner. I already have it. I purchased the kit. And so this is what it looks like when it comes. I picked the 25 count easy grid for my fabric on that one, and then this is what you see when you get these. It's just massive amounts on cards, and this is some of the floss. They're massively huge. You also, so I have like 3 packs of floss like this that all goes with this one project. And you also always get a needle with the holder, and you also get a needle threader. They always put these in, usually in them. As far as I know, they still do. Oops. Needle threader. So it's really nice. And I'm really thinking about starting this one. You know, if I start them, then at least I can start rotating them and start throwing some threads on them. So I'm really thinking about getting going on that one to make it happen. My new segments that I wanted to talk about on Thursdays, Confessions of a Cross Stitcher, are going to be little reels I put out. May have skits, may not. May be a funny thing that would be a confession of a cross stitcher. And I have a lot of plans for that in other aspects as well. Those will be coming out on Thursdays, and on Tuesdays I'm still will be doing my needle drop. The needle drop, which is going to be, again, just fun things that hopefully the little bits will help you get through your week and be fun for you to see and laugh a little bit. So that was my plan for the new segments. I am looking into, right now I'm in the design process, I'm going to make a special hat that I'm going to have made that I'm going to use as giveaways on my channel. So that's the only way you can get them, is exclusively through my channel by subscribing and putting, you know, when I do the giveaways, however I'm going to do it with a question or whatever, then you know, somebody would randomly be picked and you will get a special hat. So as soon as I get that in the making, I will maybe drop a little surprise on that one. The quilt, my first quilt, I'll show it to you. This is my very first quilt. Don't even know how long ago it was, if it's that long, but it was the first quilt I decided that I was gonna make. Now, the funny thing about this is I had never done quilting. I didn't sew, I didn't do anything, and I thought, I always have loved quilts, and I was like, oh, I would love to make one. So I found a block and I thought, okay, I designed my own quilt and that, okay, this is what I want it to look like. So of course I went to Joann's like most people do, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I have no idea how to even pick fabric, and I'm like sitting there and you walk in and there's so many bolts of fabric, you're just in awe. And I'm like, my husband's like, do you know what you're gonna do? And I was like, well, I don't know how to pick out fabric. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Total goober. And so it happened, there would be a lady there was shopping, and I approached her and asked her, ma'am, may I ask you a question? I was like, I'm making my first quilt, and how do I pick out the fabric? And of course she was very nice, and she says, well, I'll tell you how I was taught. And she says, you find one fabric that you love, pick one or two colors out of it as accents to accent it. And she said, that's how I was taught. So that's what I did. I found the horse fabric, and so I got the orange and black and this purple, and I was like, oh, those would go together. So that's how it happened. So like I said, didn't even know what I was doing. The ladies at the quilt shop, after I made this quilt, I'll have to tell you the story of my second quilt some other time, but I have several stories I can tell you. The ladies just cracked up at me when I went to my first quilt class after making quilts, and then my second choice of a quilt I decided to make. It was just hilarious, but I'm going to save that for another time. Let me show you one I did just last year. This is one I'm making as a wall hanging, and I thought it was just so cute. I was using leftover scraps from another one quilt, and it's just adorable. Look at those cows. So that is a little bit of my quilt making. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna let you go. This is a shorter video, but there's no sense keeping you guys to just sit and ramble. So I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you get a lot of stitching done, and I hope to see you again. If you like what you see, subscribe, share, like. It helps my channel. I very much appreciate it. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, next week I will be back with Flosstube number 6, and it will be my normal cross stitch. I have some new starts. This is my for my Floss Forecast. That's right. I'm gonna come back and do all those, what I've been working on my regular one. So, all right guys, I'll let you go. Thanks a lot.